make some magic happen here at IPL 5. Nimbus on the attack for Do Not Jump.
All right, all he needs to do is shoot the guys, right? So
shoot the guy three. You got to shoot one guy with the laser. It's that simple, man. You know?
Yeah, shoot one guy with the laser, shoot another guy with the laser, maybe a third guy with a laser.
Or just stand on the goal.
Stand on the goal. That's always a nice strategy to take as well. So Nimbus getting backed up a little bit. Strength's playing a very forward position again. You know, sticking around that column by the jump pad, which is kind of a more recent development on the castle.
Yeah, for sure. You know, that is definitely something that we've been seeing a lot more. And now Nimbus able to get that one shot, though, on Strengths. That's going to be pretty big, but he's going to be at one armor left, and he got pressured down on, and he gets taken out 1-0 in the count here as Fnatic RC looks good on the defensive side. But this is going to be the big question here. Can Yeepee win this attack round? Can DNJ, you know, they pick the castle. Can they manage to pretty much just stop Fnatic RC here on this attack?
I'm wondering if we're going to see a lot of rushes on the castle because the way this map is formatted, essentially you have this bridge that leads up. You have to come through this archway. If the defenders get down there fast enough, there's nowhere for you to back up. And taking that jump pad can be dangerous because you have a predictable flight path, basically, and they can launch rockets, keep you suspended in the air. It can be a really, really quick round from time to time if the defenders do rush. But it looks like they're going to play a little bit more reserved, a little bit more traditional. Grego My Ego getting back up to the goal as well. Yeepee does not have vision of all three defenders, but there's Flamehopper down on the low ground. Missing that laser actually is pretty vital because that should have been a made shot. Yeepee missing once again.
Ooh,
time
nice.
running out. Yeah, that was really good there. Grego, Flame, and Nimbus all landing a rocket there on Yeepee to end that round.
Yep, and I'm really looking for Grego here to come up big on the attack. I mean, obviously, you know, this map, while it is kind of, if you want to say, an advantage because DNJ picked it, they feel comfortable on it, and their defense has been doing really well. It is a very tough map to attack on, and especially if the other team, you know, has great positioning, as we're going to see pretty much happen every single time here. So Grego has a lot to do and a lot of work in front of him. Let's see if he can manage to do it here. As the rockets are whizzing by him, he is probably going to be able to hang out in this mid area for a little while longer, but he just needs to play it safe at this point and try and pick off one defender.
Whoa, so Strengths actually played a slightly different position. You can see where that red X was, where he was pinged. Instead of playing over by the jump pad, perhaps to try and scare Grego My Ego because he didn't see him there, maybe thought he would be looping behind, but already down one armor. The goal is already open, and he's down to just one. Long-range shot from Lacame finishes him off. That's 3 defensive rounds in a row for this third map in this best-of-5 series on the castle.
Yeah, that was actually some great movement there by, I think that was Strengths who was actually on the pressure. Who was the one in front playing that forward position?
Strengths was playing basically, if you call it a cubby, kind of like collided. He was up here by the jump pad rather than over here. But
yeah, he actually pressed, you know, he managed to press Grego a little bit more, which really did not allow him to do anything there. But nice shot by Strengths, taking out Nimbus. He tries to follow it up with a second shot, but he is instead going to lose a thing of armor. And wow, he just got stuck in that position there as Grego and Flamehopper just managed to just, I guess, rain destruction on him. Nice stuff indeed. And taking a look at the stats real fast, it's pretty even between, you know, all 6 players, believe it or not. It's still early, though. It's 2-2 in a round count. Flamehopper on the attack for DNJ. Let's see if he's going to be able to do anything here. Already losing armor. That is just not good.
That's a tough break there for Flamehopper. He is one of the strongest shots on Do Not Jump, so, you know, having him lose an armor very early is going to be hugely detrimental. 56.8 meter hit. Barely saw blue pixels on that one before Flamehopper took him out, but he's going to continue moving up. Looks like he had eyes on a defender just a moment ago, but he's still figuring out what route he wants to take. Strengths with some great shots there. Yeah, same thing happened 2 rounds in a row there. Flamehopper jumped down and around, took out Strengths. Strengths hopped down and around and took out Flamehopper. So tit for tat, eye for an eye there going on in the castle. Lacame attacking now for Fnatic, and he's had some really impressive attacking rounds so far in this series.
He certainly has. You know, of course, I kept on calling him Lacame, but I'm glad that that has been corrected.
Yeah, I love when you meet a player whose name you just have no idea how to pronounce, and they're like, oh, by the way, it's ID. It's EP. It's Lacame. Like, okay, great.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Our names are so simple, man. You know, Golden Boy, Josh.
It's Ask Yoshi? Is that right?
Ask Yoshi? I don't know. Golden boy. Yeah, so let's see here as we have Lekame hanging out. He's going to be coming up on the side. Managed to take out Flamehopper as he was on the ramp to the left, and he gets dropped right away. And Lekame tries to go for another shot right away, but he cannot connect again. And he is instead going to lose armor, so he's going to be at 1 left here. The pressure is going to be on him. Goal is going to be active. What is Lekame going to do at this time? He did not. Oh man, I was about to say that's just disrespectful.
That is a sneaky move, and it would have worked great. But the fact that he fell meant that he's not going to be able to get back up safely. 3-3 is the score. Only defensive round so far on the castle, which is kind of expected. The castle is defensive oriented. You've got that high ground up there for the point, and the attacker essentially is going to be exposed most of the time they're working their way up. There's a couple of columns and things like this debris that you can hide behind on your way up. It's really hard to be sneaky on this map, though. The right side, for example, is really dangerous to ever try and go in just because it's really narrow. And, you know, the center or the middle, the left side, those are really the only viable ways to move forward on this map.
Yep, and Nimbus now going to be playing the middle. He just cannot seem to move out of the way, and that's wide in the open as well. But look at the pressure here by Strengths right away from around that corner, as Nimbus now is going to be in a bad spot. He has 1 armor left. He needs to be able to nail at least 1 laser to kind of help him out a little bit here. He does manage to take one out, but gets taken out instead by Yeepy. And now the score is going to be 4-3 with no attack round wins here for either side. So it is going to be up to Yeepy here. Let's see if he's going to be able to finally put one on the board for Fnatic RC.
Yeepy could be the one to do it. We've seen plenty of great stuff out of him, not just in our live events so far, but also in the online qualifiers that we had actually just over a month ago for the European qualifiers. But Yeepy attacking in now, you know, these guys got second in both of our qualifiers. Right after the European qualifiers ended, they said, hey, we're coming to the live event. We want that wildcard spot for sure. So, you know, even though they were still with Complexity at the time, I, you know, took their names down, said, all right, I hope you guys come out. And here they are. Yeepy did get gunned down rather quickly there by Flamehopper and Grego Maego, but, you know, we've seen great stuff out of him in the past. Grego Maego back on the attack now. Still looking for that first successful attacking round here against Fnatic. These guys are very, very good on defense.
Yeah, it's just been a real back and forth affair here between both teams, you know, and look at the spam of rockets Grego needs to avoid on that one, because, you know, at that point in time, you know, the question comes up. It's like, oh, yeah, you know, what is the defense going to do? Well, you know what they're going to do every single time at the beginning of the round, and that's make sure that they cannot, that the attacker can't get past that rocket spam, which will allow them to probably get on top of that right ledge through that jump, through the jump pad on the side there. But in any case, though, Grego is going to play this one a little slow with 11 seconds on the clock at this time before the goal becomes live, and no one has gotten taken out yet. So this is still pretty much like anyone's game. A lot can happen in the next 17 seconds here, and now the goal is going to become active, and I guess I was right about that one. And defense wins once again as Strengths manages to nail 2 on Grego Maego. Strengths now going to be attacking the former, or actually say current Quake legend, going up against some, I guess you could say some upstarts here from DNJ. So this should be a pretty good one here. Of course, you know, same coordination by DNJ on this one as well. Strengths trying to go for that long range hit.
All right, can't quite make the super long-range snipe, but you know he's got plenty of time left on the clock. He kind of has an idea where the defenders are already, just based on the spam he's been seeing, and it looks like Do Not Jump is pretty rigid on their defensive positions. Flamehopper actually, even though he was exposed pretty early, managed to get a triple tap there on Strengths. The crowd goes wild for Flamehopper and his defense. Now he's on the attack though, and this is where things get sticky for Do Not Jump.
Yep, they really do need this one here. Flamehopper, like you said, at one point in this matchup, has one of the better lasers, you know, for his team. Granted, he needs to step it up here, and if they manage to take one round of attack here, that is going to put the pressure on Fnatic like they are not used to, at least not in this series. You know, I can only imagine they're feeling pretty comfortable here. But granted, DNJ is putting up a fight, and I got to give them all the credit in the world. They're doing a great job. Now Flamehopper is going to be coming up on the left side. Nice shot there, 5-meter hit. taking out Yeepy there, and another one taking out Lakame as well. And it is going to be pressure-filled situation as Strength somehow missed a triple tap, but Flamehopper is going to manage to actually stay alive and fight this one out. Let's see, he has a couple seconds left. This is going to be a big round win for D&J if they can take this one, guys. I tell you this much here. Oh man, the shot was so close there. Strength needs to be careful as the goal is going to become live. It's going to be a 1v1. One armor left here as Flamehopper's going to make his way into the goal. Is he going to be able to do it? Yes, he does. And nice stuff there by D&J. Able to take that attack round win against Fnatic RC. Amazing, and the crowd goes crazy.
Oh, that was awesome.
That was great.
Oh, wow. Flamehopper follows up the triple tap defensive round with, goal capture as the first one to break the trend. This is game 3 in a best-of-5 series. There is a lot on the line right now, and Flamehopper came up big right there. Really, really good stuff from him. Lakame, though, always dangerous. He doesn't need to triple tap or land any lasers to be scary. That 44-meter hit speaks for itself, so he is already back on the hunt, looking for a couple more defenders to take out.
All right, and here we go now as Lakame, their positioning is a little bit off on this one in my personal opinion. But one thing to keep in mind, though, is that, Lakame does not know where everyone is. So that's going to be the big one here as the goal might be coming back. Oh, man, Grego pushed up and he gets taken out.
Man.
And, Lakame with the win.
What a swing in momentum right there.
Flamehopper,
pow, 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 pow. Lakame's like, oh yeah, I'm still really good at this game. Nothing happened. Nothing changed. I'm just going to laser you all in the face. So Nimbus needs to continue this trend of attacking rounds for Do Not Jump. Still, has not had a successful attacking round himself. So would really, really like this to be the time. This is game 3 in a best-of-5. This is, series point eventually if Fnatic Raid Call gets the stalemate continuing here.
Yep, and now you're going to see here as Nimbus is doing the same thing he did before. He really needs to just change his game plan, his ball plan, I was going to say, but just change it up a little bit here. But in any case, so he just needs to at least pick one guy off. If anything, that's the mission. Get one guy and then be able to make some magic happen. But now it's going to seem as if the pressure will be on Nimbus, but he is able to get the shot though, and he gets taken out by Strength with 2 shots to the chest.
Look at that.
Taking out Nimbus.
12 defensive rockets here for Strength so far. He is just really, really aggressive. He's been playing a couple of different positions, which is really cool, actually. He switches it up from this column here over by the jump pad, the elbow he's played a couple times, this little slot on the left side, and way over here so that he can loop around. Strength just has a variety of forward positions to use on the castle, and they seem to all be working out pretty well. Yeepy attacking now for Fnatic Raid Call. Does not have a successful attacking round yet on the castle, but is still one of those, murderous villains that can just take people out left and right. So we'll see. That's a good start for him, trading with Flamehopper. He's got a lot of time left to take some more shots. He's got some room to work with. So if he can just be careful, maybe not want to duel over there where the defender's really concealed. If he loops around and actually hops up to the goal, he'll have a little bit more open opportunity. No shot on Nimbus. He's going to take the jump pad, take out Nimbus, and now the goal is open. Grego Mayego's not there to stop him, and that's a goal captured 8-6. This is series point now, as Fnatic's already up 2 maps to 0. It's a best-of-5 series, and it's first to 9 points. So if Fnatic Raid Call can defend against Grego Mayego, they will enter the finals of our wildcard qualifier. Grego does not want that to happen. Let's hear a cheer from the crowd if you think Grego Mayego can keep this series going.
All right, there we go. And let's see here. Crowd getting into it, kind of digging it here. Hopefully the people in the chat are enjoying this matchup as well. And after this, nice shot, 52.1.
Oh, Strengths is not letting that happen. It is over as soon as it started, man. Strengths with just 14 defensive rockets on this map alone. Really, really great stuff out of Fnatic Raid Call. Very exciting games here in our first semifinal. Great games to both Do Not Jump and Fnatic Raid Call. Fnatic is going to be our first finalist in this wildcard qualifier, but they haven't won anything yet. There's only one team that gets out of this wildcard qualifier. They're going to have to face the winners of Dignitas and Mono. They haven't won any prize yet, even though they're in the finals. So they still have to, stay on top of their A game. We're going to actually go to a break now and get set up for semifinal number 2 between Monomaniac
anywhere
and Dignitas.
That's going to be good.
Don't leave.